In this video, we're going to talk about Lydia in Awaken Chaos Era. This is my Lydia, okay? There's many other Lydias, but this is mine. If you look here, Lydia fully max ascended. I have her completely completed because I thought she was going to be a very interesting character. Glyphed her out, ability, got the gear, all of that. Here is the issue with Lydia. I believe she is busted enough to the point, and busted by, I mean, just a bad kit. I don't mean busted like OP here. I should use a different word. I don't think her kit is well designed enough to the point that she needs a complete reworking. Why am I saying this? There's primarily two reasons. First and foremost, dodge itself is horribly explained in the game. You don't understand. It says plus 35% dodge, but you don't know what your base dodge chance is. It's hard to look at your hero and be like, is my dodge going up? Is my dodge going down? The other thing, the accuracy down stat is not explained in the game. If you actually go and you look right here under more and you go to stats, you don't even see accuracy. What accuracy actually does is the more accuracy you have, the less they're going to dodge, meaning her entire passive can be negated if they have enough accuracy. What are those numbers? Don't know. It's not in the game. They refuse to tell us. This is another example of horrible wording, basically messing with the hero and making the hero confusing to play as. When you dodge, you don't know if you had your 35% chance or if you had 20% chance because he has a lot of accuracy or something like that. It's kind of a weird mechanic. On top of it, the dodge is extremely unfun because when you're playing against it, it's RNG. So it's like, oh, am I going to win? Guess I don't win because she got the 35% chance and dodged and one-shot one of my heroes. And when you're playing as her, it's not fun either because if you're doing places like the guild boss and you're waiting for her to get hit, etc., and she doesn't dodge, oh, guess I got to restart my run until I do get the 35% dodge that's going to work and counter into Zitlin's curse, etc., and then be able to get the burst damage. It's not a kit that gets better as you, the player, gets better. It's the kit that gets better as you just randomly roll the dice. It gets better. It's okay to have RNG champions in the game. I just don't think this is a fun implementation of RNG. I also don't think it's an implementation of RNG that we can reliably build towards any type of team. I don't want to put her in my guild battle because if I put her in the guild battle against red, she's going to have to get dodged. And she's not going to get focused down because she's the strong affinity, so she's not going to be doing bonus damage, okay? If I put her in PvP, it doesn't really do anything for me because she doesn't one-shot people that have all the defense up and all that. She's not going to one-shot them with a counter. And if the dodge doesn't happen, she's just a worse hero to have in the game. She doesn't have anything else in her kit that's amazing. She has, this is built around accuracy downs to make them dodge more, and it's only for one turn. And then this one here is the exact same thing as it's the same move as you have one move, which is 200% damage to one enemy, ignore 50% of the defense, and that's all she has. And you're really relying upon the dodge, which for me, I don't like this hero. I've not been able to get this hero to be a fun, exciting hero. She's good in the Void Tower. She can be all right in guild battle. Can be okay in PvP. But I don't believe that this kit is a good implementation of a 5-star Ascension. If you look at the 5-star Ascension here, you gain 20% lifesteal. That's what you get. Having lifesteal on her doesn't make any sense because if you're dodging the abilities, why would you try to lifesteal back the damage that you literally didn't get hit for? It doesn't really make a lot of sense. Like if you're trying to attack somebody, okay, and you're like, okay, I'm gonna attack them and do damage. I did damage to them. They attack me. I dodge, so they literally do 0 damage. I counterattack and lifesteal. For what reason? This just seems to me like a misunderstanding of the person. The only way this actually makes sense is in things like the guild boss, where if you're building like a DPS team that doesn't for some reason have sustain, doesn't for some reason have a healer, and she's blue, so if you're going to be running her in the guild boss, you might use the Blackhorn guy who's got heal over time anyway, or Gaia's Renewal, or there's a million other heroes that can heal. You probably use her with Zitlin. Even Zitlin has a way of continually healing. See, he has a significantly better version of the heal too, which it takes the damage you've taken and then heals it back over time, which is fantastic as compared to just randomly 20% lifesteal. I feel like they didn't really know what to do with her kit. So they just threw 20% lifesteal in, and they dropped the dodge by 5%. It used to be 40% dodge. I don't know why they felt like this needed a nerf. She still didn't feel great. She felt unfun to play against. I know there was some videos talking about how Lydia is not very fun hero to play against, and I completely agree. Lowering the dodge by 5% doesn't stop that from happening. Giving her 20% lifesteal doesn't make her a better hero. Kit needs to be redesigned. The synergy is not there. And she also does not scale with gear. Any other hero, like I'll use Hakurin as an example, scales with gear, where it's like, okay, so he gives defense to other people. So obviously you focus on one thing, which is defense. So you build him with defense, and that passive and the trait of his gets better and better and better. For her, the only synergy she has with her kit anywhere is the fact that you need the critical strike. So when you look at the gear, you say, okay, well, obviously I want damage. She's a damage dealer, and I'll get 100% crit, which you're going to do anyway for a damage dealer, okay? So it's not like you're building something different than you would already build anyway, and it doesn't allow you to exploit the dodge or anything. Like, it doesn't take 10% of your attack and roll that into dodge. It doesn't take, if you have, let's put it this way, if you're overcapped on crit rate, like you have 100% crit, but if she gets 110% crit, it doesn't give you the overcapped crit rate and then put in the dodge. It should be something like that, so that the hero gets better as you play the hero more and as your gear gets better. This hero is dead content as soon as you get her, because it's all about just the dodge, which you have literally at the start of getting her. Like, I don't care about the 20% lifesteal. I feel like I got fucking robbed. I literally spent $100 on 2 of those 50 things to get to the 5 because it gave her more dodge, because I wanted to get the more dodge, and now it's 5% less than it used to be. Okay, you might say, well, it was 20, and then you get more 20, and so it was 40, and, well, you would have had only 20 with this. Yes, okay, so they buffed the non-ascended version of her. Congratulations. Like, you get more dodge from the non-ascension version of her. It still doesn't matter, though, because the dodge is basically bad. That's kind of how I see it. I'm sure. I mean, anytime you're a YouTuber and you go out here and you make a video being like, I don't like this hero, there's going to be a million people being like, well, you just need to get good. You need to have better gear. I don't care. Okay. You can make any hero. You can make an argument for any hero in this game. There's literally a fucking common that's a fantastic hero you can use as a replacement for William. So I don't want to hear it. The kit is not fun to play as. It's not intuitive with the gear. It doesn't scale as the rest of your account scales. And personally, I find it a very boring, bland kit that's based upon whether or not RNG is going to decide if I'm going to hit you. And that just doesn't sit well for me. So this is me attempting to make an argument that I think Lydia needs to be reworked or changed or something. Or at a minimum, can you at least explain accuracy in the stats? Why do we have accuracy down? It says removes 15% accuracy, but there's nowhere in our stats that tells us what percentage of accuracy we have. So what the fuck is the point of removing it if we don't understand like where accuracy actually comes from? There's nowhere in the game that explains this. That's stupid. You literally have a legendary hero that's entire passive. You can't figure out how it maps out. I don't know what the actual dodge percentage she actually has is, because someone could have accuracy. Really stupid design of a kit. Please change it. That's just my own personal opinion. You're all welcome to your own. That's just what I think.